I'm not going to go through the whole teaching and everything. I'm going to have y'all thump through some scriptures for me because the PowerPoint presentation ain't up. So let's work together. We're going to have to do like old school. Get these scriptures, read them out. Hope you got your sword or your electronics with you. And we're gonna flow with that. Like I said, we won't be long. We want to get you in and out. Look like it's trying to cool off a little bit. I know it's hot. All right, so today we're going to talk about prayer, praise, and worship. Prayer, praise, and worship. That's something that we actually, once everything get cool, we definitely want to implement worship and and prayer. But y'all know, we try to do that now. We'll be a sweat box for real. It'll be a sauna. I know we bring heat when we go in, so I don't want to do that and it not be cool. Am I tripping? Okay, so the Elohim of our culture, we're going to hit a little bit of prayer, praise, and worship. Starting off with worship. Now let's go to Revelation chapter 4. And somebody get Revelation chapter 4, let's start at verse 1. It's very imperative for us to understand who we worship. That's what we got to get. When we see and perceive the Most High as He is, then we will worship Him accordingly. I'm going to say that again. When our perception change about how holy and how magnificent our Elohim is, then our lifestyle will change. But this is the problem that we do. We honor men more than the Most High. We'll do things where men can't see it, don't realize that the Most High looking at us day by day. So now we got to get out of the mentality and realize that there ain't no other God when it comes to being on our God level. Period. He's the Most High, and the amazing thing is He chose our crazy behind. He said, them my people, they crazy. They aggravate me, but them down there, they're mine. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at Him. Y'all excuse me now. Talk just jumped on. But let's look at Revelations and let's look through the scriptures and see Him as He is. Let somebody get Revelations 4, chapter 1, let's roll.
After this I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven, and the first voice which I heard was as if it were of a trumpet talking with me. So like a door or a portal open in heaven. Keep reading.
Which said, Come up hither, and I will show thee things which must be hereafter. And immediately I was in the Spirit, and behold, a throne was set in the heaven, and one sat on the throne. And
all right, so wait. So now, a portal or a door has opened in heaven. And then looked down, an angel looked down at him and said, come. He said, immediately I knew I was in the Spirit. And he said, come up hither. Right? So he's finna see a picture of heaven in its majesty. Let's keep reading. Verse 3.
And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone. And there was a rainbow round about the throne in sight like unto an emerald. And
so now you're looking at somebody sitting, who's that sitting on the throne? The Most High is sitting on the throne like a jasper and a sardine stone and a rainbow. We got to get this picture in our head because heaven is amazing. We can't even imagine the beauty that how heaven is set up. That a rainbow is going around the throne. Can you read?
Wow. And round about the throne were 24 seats. And upon the seats I saw 24 elders sitting, clothed in white raiment. And they had on their heads crowns of gold.
They had on their heads crowns of gold. Heaven ain't just up there looking crazy. It's beautiful up there. Stones and jewels everywhere. Keep reading, verse 5.
And out of the throne proceeded lightnings and thunderings and voices. And there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of Elohim.
So out of the throne, get this in your mind, you got somebody sitting on the throne. You got precious jewels around him. You got a rainbow that's covering, going over his throne with all kind of colors. And then from the throne proceeding lightnings and thundering and voices. And then 7 lamps in all of this? Just say if you sitting right there looking at this, what do you think that would do to you? What kind of response would you give to that? You'll fall out. We've seen that in the scripture. What's some other things? Huh? Say it again. Being shocked and being awed, just like amazing, mouth to the floor.
Exactly.
What else?
Start crying and repenting.
I'll probably do the same thing. I'm talking about instant. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I know I messed up. You did, and we see that in the scriptures. Isaiah, when he looked up, he said, I'm a man of unclean lips. He instantly started looking at his own sin. That's a good point. Anybody else? Of anything? All right, well, let's keep reading.
And before the throne there was a sea of glass, like unto crystal.
Before the throne is up. Wait a minute now. A sea of glass like crystals. Can you imagine that? How beautiful that is. How amazing that is. Now, what type of level of praise and worship should that give? Hear what I'm saying? What type of level of praise and adoration should something like that get? Should it be like, you know what, Most High, you know, I sure praise you. You sure all right with me. Look at the imagery of what he's trying to show you, and notice that ain't even his fullness. That's just a glimpse of him. Because can't nobody see his fullness in his full essence and live. You have to be what? In the spirit first. So he's manifesting himself like this for a reason. Let's keep going. Now we're going to get into some sci-fi type of stuff now. We're going to go back over this later. Because some of it is revelation, but some of it is, well, you'll see. Let's keep going.
And in the midst of the throne and round about the throne were 4 beasts full of eyes before and behind.
So 4 beasts now. We've seen all this amazing stuff. Then there's 4 beasts with eyes before and what? Behind. Let's keep reading.
And the first beast was like a lion, and the second beast like a calf, and the third beast had a face as a man, and the fourth beast was like a flying eagle. And the 4 beasts had each of them 6 wings about him, and they were full of eyes within.
So they wings. Let's not miss this. You got 4 beasts: lion, face, calf, and eagle. And they all have 6 wings. Wings up here, wings down here, wings below that. And in their wings is what?
Eyes.
Eyes.
Oh, wow.
Full of eyes. That sounds like something out of this world, ain't it?
Yes.
And that is out of this world. Go ahead.
And then I don't think it would be hard to imagine, because we have creatures here that have multiple legs and heads and stuff like that. So,
True statement.
in the natural, it shows what, he can do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
How majestic they can be. Right? Keep reading.
And they rest not day and night, saying, Holy, 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 Elohim, Almighty, which was and is to come.
All right. So they rest not. These beings are around the throne. And they rest not, saying, Holy, holy, holy. Thank you so much. Why are they saying that? Why are they looking at the Most High, saying, Holy, holy, holy? Worshiping. What else? Because it don't look like you can stare at something for eternity, just saying, Holy, holy, holy. So what else? What is it about the Most High that you can look at him for eternity and say, Holy, holy, holy?
They saying how beautiful and righteous.
Beautiful majesty.
Being in his essence and seeing all that he's doing and has been doing and will do, they,
That's right. Think about us, right? The greatest form of knowledge that we can get is revelation. When something is what? That we didn't know before is being revealed to us. And when it's revealed, we have what? Aha moments like, man, I needed that. I've been looking for that. Even when I came into this, I said, this is the only thing that makes sense to me. Now I can read the Bible and understand it and understand prophecy to a whole nother level. We get in revelation, right? But imagine that the Most High is so unsearchable that for eternity, he can keep revealing himself and revealing himself and revealing himself for all eternity and never run out. And every time you keep looking at him, you get another revelation of who he is. That makes you say, holy, holy, holy. The one that is, that was, and what? Is to come. That's why we can't get caught up in this state, in this natural. Because he is and he was, but he's not going to stay there. He's coming back. He's taking school. And when he come back, he ain't coming back as no lamb. When he sent his son, he coming back as a lion. And he going to tear up some stuff. Because it need to be told. Man, I was looking at that story, the documentary, the Khalif Broward documentary. I don't know if y'all have seen that about that young man that caught up in the jail system. And it wasn't his fault. He was in there 3 years, and the way the system did him and had him in solitary confinement and messed his mind up and all that type of stuff. And then just wouldn't admit that they was wrong, never apologized, and just threw him out there to the streets. The boy was doing good at one point, and then ended up killing himself. Man, that documentary had me in tears. To see that man went through all of that, and it made me say, Most High, how long? How long? When are you going to give us retribution? Give the earth retribution for what is going on and what has happened. That's what he's taking score of everything. And that made me think, you know what? It's our objective to protect the next generation and to give them everything that they're going to need to succeed, to be able to overcome until it's time to go. That makes sense? Right. So this is why we can't have a system like that fighting us and we fighting each other. Right. That's crazy. There's a wicked system that's systematically set up to destroy us, and then we destroying each other at the same time with that system. That is crazy. That's why we got to get out of the mentality of fighting each other, fussing at each other, being angry with each other, holding bitterness with each other. All these type of things that we're doing that's internally killing us when the system is killing us outwardly. Right. That's why I said I ain't fooling with nobody. I ain't fooling with nobody no more that I see is messy. I see them just trying to start stuff. I see them just trying to be contentious. I don't care if you're family member. I don't care how close you are. I'm not dealing with that. We got to stay focused on what we're supposed to be focused on. Let's keep reading verse 10. Now watch what these 40 elders, the angels are saying, holy, holy, holy. Watch what verse 10 says.
The 24 elders fall down before him that sat on the throne and worship him that liveth forever and ever, and cast their crowns before the throne, saying, Thou art worthy, O Elohim, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created.
So, what does that mean? That thou being worthy to receive glory, honor, and power, and for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasures they were created. Anybody want to speak on that for a minute? Go ahead.
So
we was ultimately created to please him. So this is why you have to look at your life and saying, am I really following the purpose of why I was born? Why I was created? What was his motivation when he was thinking about creating me? And am I fulfilling what he called me to do? We ain't just living life no more. We ain't just going through life until we die. We go to work, go to assembly, and dead. And never got to what you was purposed here to do and to perform. So this is why if he created me for what? His pleasure and his purpose. But if I'm living for my pleasure, then I'm living outside of purpose. And anything outside of its normal use is abnormal, which is abuse, which becomes a curse on your life. When you function outside of what you was created to function in. Does that make sense? Yeah. Y'all follow me? So it's important to see him in his majesty, to see all of heaven bowing down, throwing their crowns, casting their crowns before him. So what type of worship and praise should we give him? All right. We talked about the Most High. Let's real quick, I'm going to run through this and I'm going to read fast. We're going to talk about, go ahead. That's all right. We don't mind going on.
You say the 7 spirits of God.
Uh-huh.
What are the 7 spirits of God?
Let's go to Isaiah 11. Shalom, brother. Go to Isaiah 11. The sister asked, what are the 7 spirits of God? Isaiah 11 and verse 1, because these spirits was prophesied to rest on Mashiach, which is the Messiah. When somebody get Isaiah 11 verse 1, go ahead and read. Anybody?
There shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse.
All right, there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse.
And a branch shall grow out of his roots.
So a branch is growing out of Jesse in a stem. Now, what's going to be upon it?
And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him.
All right, that's number 1.
The
Spirit of the Lord going to rest upon him. The Spirit of the Most High. That's why you can't do nothing without the Ruach. You got to have that resting upon you. Keep reading.
The Spirit of wisdom and understanding.
The Spirit of wisdom and understanding. I got wisdom. Not only do I have knowledge, but I have the right way in order to apply that. I have wisdom and I have understanding. That's why in Ephesians it says, enlighten the eyes of my understanding. Your understanding is your perception. Because your reality in life is based off of person's perception. You can't take a person past their perception. It don't matter how you try to tell them about Israelites. If they perceive Israelites to be a certain way, you can't go past their perception. Until what? Their understanding, their perception be what? Enlightened. That's why he said, Father, Paul said, give me the spirit of wisdom and revelation and enlighten what? The eyes of my understanding, which is my perception. That's why he said, above all, get what? Get an understanding. All right? We did 3. Spirit of the Lord, spirit of wisdom, spirit of understanding. Keep reading.
The spirit of counsel and might.
The spirit of counsel and might. How to minister to somebody. Ministry, understanding, counseling people, and might. Might is what? Power. I ain't just dry, but I can help you come out of what you're in. I can help you overpower the things that you're in. That's 5.
The spirit of knowledge and fear.
The spirit
of the Lord.
There you go. That's 7. The spirit of knowledge, not just any knowledge, but knowledge of the Most High. Because that's why I said the fear of the Lord is the beginning of what? Of knowledge or wisdom. That's of the Most High. And then the last thing he was talking about is what? Fear and reverence. Those are the 7 spirits that we should be asking that of the fruit that we begin to manifest. This is showing you that you have the Ruach in you. It ain't just being able to holler, jump up and down, and run across the room and say you caught the Holy Ghost like you're a basketball. Catch it. And then you catch it. Now, when you have these things manifesting in you and begin to grow, and this is how you add virtue to your walk. You praying for the spirit of the Most High. You praying for the spirit of wisdom, the spirit of understanding, the spirit of counsel, the spirit of might, the spirit of knowledge, and the fear of the Most High. Because above all, you can have all those things and don't have fear and still mess up. And that's why a lot of us mess up, even in this Hebrew faith. We have no reverence for the Most High. We believe that we just talk laws, statutes, and commandments, we good. But we do all other things to break. Having no what? fear or reverence. And reverence is when you're alone. You by yourself. And that TV on. And that pornography getting to show. What you gonna do? I used to have a major problem with pornography. Took me a while to get over that. I ain't scared to expose myself. Took me a while to get over that, but I got over that and overcame it. But that's something that used to link around when I would be by myself and nobody else was there. Then I get that attack. And all day I'm trying to fight that thing. I'm trying to do stuff, and then it will overpower me. Because what? My reverence went where it needed to be. But when I broke that thing off of me through the ruach, through prayer, through fasting, then I start guiding my eyes there. I will let my eyes see everything, because what? I'm supposed to protect what I see. Because like Psalms 101 says, I'm going to be careful what I put before my eyes, because what? It can cling to me. Because your eyes take pictures. Summertime women walk out there with drawers on and just go to the store. Like, why you came out there now? You need to have this, have in my car plenty lap skirts. How they have in the church, the little apron to put around. Girl, throw this on. I cut a hole in it. Just put it on your head, float out your body, and then go shop. But, so those are the seven spirits, y'all, that's in Revelation, that is ready to develop us and grow us. That makes sense? Yeah. All right, so now we look at the Most High. Let's look at the Son. Revelation chapter 5, I read it. I saw that on the right hand, who was always sitting to the right hand of the Most High? So the Most High can't be sitting in the seat and sitting on the right hand, can he? No. Did y'all hear what I said? The Most High can't be sitting in the seat and on his own right hand at the same time. Right? So the Messiah is not Yah, and Yah is not the Messiah. Hear what I'm saying? You can't be Yah and the Messiah at the same time. You can't be. No way you can be Yah and then be the Messiah. But the Messiah is what the visible image in earth. That's why he said, I need me a body. He's the extension of the Most High, the representative on earth, the full essence of his image in earth. But he's not. You will never hear Messiah say, I am Yah. Well, what did he say? My Father is greater than I. I don't have my own words. I only speak what he told me to speak. I only do what he told me to do. I only did what he commanded me to do. So what? I'm the fullness of him here on earth, dwelling what? Bodily. Because the Most High ain't getting off the throne and having no body. So he sent his Son as his representative, as his body, as his right hand. Does that make sense? That makes sense? I saw the right hand of him that sat on the throne, in the book written within the backside, sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof. No man in heaven, nor on earth, nor under earth was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. I wept much because no man was found worthy to open the book, to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not, behold, a lion of what? Of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, have prevailed to open the book, to loose the 7 seals. Who is the Lion of Judah? Yeshua. Verse 6. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne of the 4 beasts, in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb that had been slain, and have 7 horns and 7 eyes, which were the 7 spirits of God sent forth into all the earth. And let us need the 7 spirits of God that sit in the earth. He came and took the book out of the right hand and sat upon the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 20 elders fell down before who? The Lamb. Wait a minute. The elders fell down before Yah. But then, well, we read in verse 4 that it fell down before Yah. But Revelation 5, the elders now fell down before who? The Lamb. So it's nothing wrong with honoring and praising and worshiping the Lamb, because the Lamb, that they do it in heaven. They do it in heaven. This is why, but still, it's still the order. And this is why Messiah said, those that worship the Father shall worship the Father in spirit and truth. But you're not wrong for singing adoration and praise to the King, which is our Messiah. According to Revelation 5. Y'all looking a little glossy-eyed. Y'all all right? Y'all following what I'm saying? All right. Verse 9. Verse 8. And when they had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 4 and 20 elders fell down before the Lamb, and have every one with harps with golden bowls full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. And they did what? They sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book, to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain. Thou wast slain. Who was talking about? Messiah. And hast redeemed us back into who? Yah. So the Lamb was slain and redeemed us back to who?
The Father.
It didn't say that the Yah was slain and redeemed us back to himself. It said Yah, you know, the Lamb was slain and redeemed us back to the Father. That's why he's our mediator and our high priest. Y'all follow? Having everyone that harps the golden full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints, they sung a new song. Thou art worthy to take the book, to open the seals. Thou was slain and hast redeemed us back to the Most High by the blood of every kindred, tongue, and people of nation. And thou hast made unto us, God, kings and priests, and we shall reign in the earth. We're seeing it. All right. Let's look at a few more scriptures. Let's go to, somebody get Romans 11. Somebody get Romans 11, 33 through 34. We're going to move after this. Somebody get Isaiah 55, verse 8 and 9. Isaiah 55, verse 8 and 9. And then 1 Kings, chapter 8, verse 27.
All right. Romans 11.
Romans 11, let's call them out again. Romans 11, Isaiah 55, 8 and 9. And then somebody else get 1 Kings 8 and 27. We talk about the perception of how to worship our Elohim. All right?
All right.
We making sense from so far. All right, let's go. Romans 11.
Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of Yah. How unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out. For who has known the mind of Yah, or who has been his counselor?
Now, stop right there. That's what we want. Quit acting like you know the Most High. Stop. That you can argue everybody and only you got it right. That you know him better. And he say he unsearchable. I give you a little insight, but don't think you know me. That your little infinite mind can begin to comprehend my fullness. That's why I ain't dogmatic by nothing. That's why I ain't even dogmatic about these names and the name battle. Why? Because he say I'm unsearchable. The earth can't even contain me. How can one name contain him? How can the English or letters or alphabet contain the Most High? He's outside of everything that's in our world. He's outside of language. He's outside of everything. So how can I completely say that's his name and that's the only way he manifests himself? Go ahead, sis. Oh, you agreeing. Go ahead. So we got to get out of fighting about things that we can't completely 100% say that it is or it ain't. Isaiah 55, 8 through 9. Isaiah 55, 8 through 9. You had it? Oh, let the young brother there read. Go ahead, little brother.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways.
Wait a minute. Read that again, young man.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways.
Quit trying to figure out how I'm going to do something. To go, quit talking about how long. My thoughts ain't your thoughts. I don't move off emotion like you. It's something that I got to get to. Quit trying to figure out how I'm going to transform your situation. Quit trying to figure out how I'm going to make it cool in here. Quit trying to figure out what next building we're going to be in. My thoughts ain't your thoughts. I have already processed all this stuff before you got here. Keep reading, young man.
For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts.
See, he ain't have to do it like that. Most I was shining on us right there. Do a little shake. He said, you can't even look all the way into the heavens of heaven. You want to know how my thoughts is over here? You can't even see. I'm in a whole nother realm. And you trying to say you know me. You trying to say my thoughts are like you trying to figure me out, know what I'm doing. Yeah, God, my homeboy, my pal, my friend. Chill out. Let's keep reading. 1 Kings 8 and 27. First Kings 8 and 27.
But will Yah indeed dwell on the earth? Behold, the heaven and heaven of heavens cannot contain thee. How much less this house that I have builded? Yet have thou...
That's good right there.
Okay.
This is why we also got to quit making rules of the temple. That's called YouTube. And trying to carry on the rules of the temple when what we meeting in is just a building. This ain't the temple that the Most High set up. So some of those rules that was in the temple can't apply here. Because this is a building. This is not the temple that he set up, of the requirements that he had to enter into their temple. And then in the end, you are the temple of the Most High. That making sense? All right, so let's go to the next slide. All right, so we got that. I'm going to skip through some things. Let's look at worship real quick. Somebody get 1 Chronicles 16, 23 through 31. I'm going to speed this up. I'll do a more thorough teaching on this later. Let me get us on out of here in the next, give me 15 minutes. 1 Chronicles 16 and 23, get that for me, y'all. 1 Chronicles 16, verse 23.
Sing unto Yahuwah all the earth, show forth from day to day his salvation.
Y'all keep reading. But that's a good place to stop, though. Sing unto the Most High on the earth and show forth day to day his salvation. How can we do that? How can we show forth day to day his salvation? No wrong answer. I didn't hear you say it again. Praise. You said praise. Praise. Living right. Keeping the commandments. Say it again. All right. Go ahead, young brother. Yeah, Jana. Okay. Now, before you gonna say your body like that. All right. Anybody else? Thinking right. Day to day, you showing the salvation, showing that you know that he's going to return from you. So what? You committed to what he said. This is how I show my salvation day to day, because I know he's going to return to me. So I'm committed to what he told me to do, how he told me to talk, how he told me to act, and I'm going to show for it day by day. Because what you do will draw more attention than what you say in a day. All right, let's keep reading. Keep going all the way down.
Declare his glory among the heathen, his marvelous works among all nations. For great is Yahuwah, and greatly to be praised. He also is to be feared above all Elohim. For all the Elohim of the people are idols.
This is what separates the Most High. And this is how you know if you're in a religion or you in something that's not of the Most High. It has idols. Notice that every religion on the earth have idols. But the Most High told us don't make no graven images, don't make nothing of him. So if your religion or whatever you're in has an idol of worship, it's false. And it's not the Most High. That makes sense?
Right.
Let's keep going.
But Yahuwah made the heavens. Glory and honor are in his presence. Strength and gladness are in his place. Give unto Yahuwah, ye kindreds of the people. Give unto Yahuwah glory and strength. Give unto Yahuwah the glory due unto his name. Bring an offering and come before him. Worship Yahuwah in the beauty of holiness.
Worship Yahuwah in the beauty of holiness. Now that's good. Let's get on what worship is. Y'all can't see this, so y'all just gonna have to kind of listen to me. Wish y'all could. But worship in Hebrew is shakah. And shakah means to worship, to prostrate, to bow down, or to fall down. Now I'm going to show you something. That's a pretty decent definition. But you have to go to the ancient to get the fullness and look at the pictograph to get the full detail of what things really are. That's a good definition of it. But when you go into the Paleo and you go into the ancient Hebrew, and every picture of the Hebraic words have a thought behind it to give you the full essence of why they're joining that together. I wish I could show it to you.
Shakar, how do you spell Shakar?
S-A-S-H-A-C-H-A-H.
All right.
So that's the shin, that's the chet, and that's the All right, so I don't know if y'all can see it. Get kind of close to it. All right. So you have the shin, you have the chet, and you have the hey, right? And these are Hebrew letters. There's 22 letters in the Hebraic alphabet, right? So the earliest form of writings, they would draw what? Pictures to be able to identify with what they're saying. They didn't necessarily have a full alphabet, but they would draw pictures to give you the full understanding. And throughout the season, throughout the time, throughout the centuries, they began to develop. So now we're going to look at the pictures in the ancient of Hebrew to see the concept of what worship really is. That's good?
Yes, that's good.
So now watch this. Shin has a picture that looks like a W, but it's really a picture of two teeth. That's the SH, right? We said Shakar, so the SH, so the shin is the SH sound and the picture of two teeth. The chet or ek looks like almost a ladder, but I'll tell you what that means in a minute, but it looks like a ladder, the way it started off. And then when you have the hay is a picture, look like a man with his hands raised, or an image with his hands raised like this, right? So you have the shin, you have the chet, and you have the hay. Now let's look at the definition of what the two teeth is kind of looking like, right? Watch this. It said the ancient picture for the letter is a picture of two front teeth. This letter has the meaning of teeth of sharp or to press. It also has the meaning of two again, but both of the second term. So we can ask the question, what does the teeth mean? So it gives you a form of chewing. So chewing, to devour, or to consume. So many times the shin, in fact, indicates a devouring or a consuming of something. So it shows you teeth to get you to understand a type of sharpness or a type of consumption, something consuming or devouring something, right? We understand that. So the next part is like the chair, the image of that gives you the notation of like a fenced-in surrounding, something that you come inside, something that you come in to receive safety. It's almost like a gate going around something. And then the hay, the meaning of that is to look or something being revealed or reft. So when you put it together, the shin is to be consumed, almost like something completely being devoured or being consumed. The chet is something that is fenced in, that is protected, and the hay is revelation of something being revealed. So we got revealed, and I'm going to let y'all tell me what y'all think it means. You got revealed, you got consumed, and you got fenced in like protection. Those three understandings together, what do you think in your mind? What are you getting out of that?
Revealed, consumed, protected.
Idea of worship. Like a revelation. Something breathing. Then something consuming you and then fencing you in. Let's talk. Go ahead. No wrong answer.
So it's like if you consume the most high, the most high protection, give you revelation, protection.
There you go. Ain't that easy? He's going to give you a revelation, going to reveal and breathe something that's going to devour you and consume you. And then that revelation going to do what? Keep you protected and what? Fix you in. The idea of worship.
That's why everyone can't worship.
Huh?
That's why everyone really can't worship.
That's right.
Something hasn't been revealed to them. To that point.
There you go. There you go. Everybody completely worship. Because what? Something ain't been completely revealed that consumed it, that you can see the evidence in their life. The evidence that they are fenced in by the Most High. I'm consumed by this revelation. That's why the angels in heaven, I'm doing just like them. Every time you reveal something, I'm saying, holy, holy, holy. The one that is, the one that was, and the one that is to come. All by what? Looking at the ancient pictograph of what it means and getting the revelation of it. Modern Hebrew just told us to bow down, lay prostrate. But in the picture and the paleo, you see the full understanding of the essence of what the Most High was trying to get to them. Now let's see this in action, and we're going to stop right here. I'm not going to go no further. I read a little bit on praise, and then we'll stop. Is this making sense? Yeah. All right, so now let's see this in action. Let's go to Job chapter 1, verse 20. And then somebody get Genesis 22 and 5. Somebody get Job chapter 1. Is this pretty good? Is this helping? Yeah. Job chapter 1, verse 20. This is why it's important to get in prayer, to praise, and all those type of things to formulate worship in. That's why you can't be going weeks and months and years and not worshiping and not praising. Go ahead, young man.
Wait, what was the first one?
Say it again.
What was it? One more time.
It's Job 1, chapter 1, and verse 20. You got it? Go ahead.
Then Job rose and rent his mantle.
So all this stuff that happened to Job, major stuff that happened to him, he lost his family, lost his children, lost a lot of this thing. Keep reading.
And shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshipped.
So when all these things happened to Job, he didn't get, first of all, in no sorrowful state. He immediately said, something needs to be revealed to me. So I can't understand this. I don't know why my children, this happened to my children, this happened to my cattle, this happened to all that. So the first thing I got to do is get a revelation. I got to let this thing be revealed to me, that it may fix me in why the process of this is happening. This is why immediately Job went down and fell to his knees and worshiped the Most High. That don't even make sense. I can't even do that today. Something happened to my children. Oh, well, wait a minute, Most High. We ain't gonna worship. You gotta tell me what's going on. That's my baby. But Job said, you know what? No. I understand that I gotta get a revelation from you. It's gonna keep me. Even though my mind gonna spare, some stuff gonna come out of my mouth. Job wasn't completely righteous with his lips all the way through that time. Because he was saying so much stuff happening, he started saying, curse the day I was born, and curse the moon, and the stars, and all that type of stuff. But he still had that revelation. That didn't mean that the intensity of the pain through his trial was gonna stop because he got a revelation. The revelation is to keep you in the midst of it, not change everything for you. Because you got to go through. But it keeps you while you're in the middle of it. And fix you in so you won't do something what? Out of character. And take you out of what? Their protection. Genesis 22 and 5. Oh, let's read 21. Read 21, young man. Verse 21. Back to Job. Somebody else already got Genesis 22.
And said, make it bang out of my mother's womb, and next shall I return to this. The Most High God gave, and the Most High God take it away. Blessed be the name of the Most High.
It still said, blessed be the name of the Most High. Because he understood what was revealed to him. It said, in all this Job sinned not, nor did he charge the Most High foolishly, because he understood something in the midst of his turbulence. And this is what helps keep us as a nation. When we see all these things that's going on, we see all these atrocities, and see all this stuff that has been happening for years, we understand because what? This thing prophetically has been revealed to us. And it keeps us fixed in until what? His return. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I like how I said that he's saying not because you go through stuff and it makes you want to start sinning again. I remember losing my job in the fire department. The first thing I did was go get some weed and some cigarettes.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like I was straight back to sinning. You know what I mean? Now, you know, it's real. Like
It's
like
real,
that.
man.
You know what
It's
I'm saying?
real.
That revelation keep you from messing up more. Like when he just trying to touch you.
Exactly. Because when you understand, then you know that those things, or when you had done that in the past, with weed and the drinking ain't going to turn the problem around.
Right.
So when something be revealed to you, the next time you go through something, as you've grown now spiritually, you don't go to those things.
Right,
That's
right,
why you have something that has been revealed to you that protects you from that.
Yeah, right,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's growth.
Right.
That's what? You got a revelation now. Genesis 22 and 5. Genesis 22 and 5. You want to read it? That's what I'm talking about. My man read it. Genesis 22 and 5. Now watch Abraham. This don't make no sense what he about to do.
And Abraham said unto his young men, Abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship and
They're going to go yonder and do what?
worship.
And come back. But the Most High had told Abraham at that time to go sacrifice his son. And Abraham called it worship before he did it. And then he said, me and the lad coming back. So he knew when I get on that mountain, there's something going to be revealed to me. That I ain't going to have to sacrifice my son. So his understanding of his relationship with the Most High, it consumed him. And also fixed in his mind that no matter what, he can obey the Most High. See what I'm saying? A lot of times we look at Abraham and don't look at Isaac. Isaac wasn't no little baby. Isaac was like a teenager. Can you imagine? That my daddy would have came to me when I'm 15 years old talking about we finna sacrifice you for the mother. Like, you crazy. You go there yourself. But Isaac had watched his dad. Watch this. He watched his dad's relationship with the Most High to trust his dad's decision even when he don't understand. And he willingly laid on that altar, trusting his dad. Because his father's relationship with Abba, he trusted that. So this is why us as men and women and elders, we have to be careful what we do before our children. Because we want them to be able to trust what the Most High tell us for the family. That makes sense? All right. Last thing. We're going to hit this and then we're done. 5 minutes. Few things on praise that we ain't going to hit prayer. We're just going to stop. I'm going to read this and that'll be it. Because it's hot in here. We're going to get the understanding. So we see what worship is. Now let's look at what praise look like. You ain't got to go there, but you can write down the scriptures if you want to. Psalms 145 and 4. The praise in that scripture is Shabbat. You remember the song back in the day, Shabbat? Hallelujah, Barak. Praise the Lord. Y'all know y'all don't. You remember? I know y'all remember we used to sing that back in the day. That's wrong. Psalms 145 and 4, it says, shout in the praise. So this is in a praise of confidence in God's ability. Psalms 95 and 6, the praise in that is Barak. And it means to kneel and to bless the Most High with all humility. Sometimes when you're in prayer, when you worship, and sometimes I get on my knees and lay prostrate before the Most High and kneel before him in humility because he's a king. You don't come before the king any type of way. You don't come before the king and be like, what's up, man? You all right? You can't even come before the president. Now, none of us don't want to go before him. But what I'm saying, you can't become before a president in America any kind of way. So why would we treat the Most High any type of way? When I'm going before him, now when I'm talking day to day, I'm just riding and talking. But when it's time to give him the adoration, sometimes I get on my knees and pray. Yada, Psalm 63 and 1. The extending of the hands, expressing gratitude, thankfulness, and surrender. This is why sometimes in worship your hands be like this, saying, I surrender. This is Yada, I'm extending my hands. I'm praising with thankfulness. And sometimes, I done had time, I lift my hand, I be crying. I like, Most I know I wasn't supposed to do that. I did everything I tried to do but what you told me. I surrendered now. And I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Todah, Psalms 50 and 23. It's the raise of the hand that expresses adoration. Takah, that means to clap. Clap your hands, expressing joy and victory. You understand what I'm saying? This is not a time during praising the Most High that we're supposed to be sitting there like this. I answer praise the Most High. Glorify the Most High. We thank you. We surrender. Judah gave what? Praise. Hallel, where we get hallelujah from. Psalms 158 through 150. When you get a chance, sometimes in prayer, I just read the Psalms. Or sometimes I come home and turn the audio book on, and I just allow Psalms 148 through 150 to play. It clears my mind, man. When you come home, you have the whole day on you, you be aggravated, all type of stuff going on. Sometimes you got to just allow them songs and those books of Proverbs just to clear your mind, just to hear praise and adoration to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And it means to celebrate extravagantly. The root word for hallelujah, which means to praise, or praise be to Yah, expressing joy and jubilation and celebration. You know how we be, bros? How we used to be at a football game, basketball game, when LeBron James had shot that last shot, and he hit it and everybody won. We be running around the house just excited and just jump around in jubilation. But when we get to the Most High, be like, appreciate you, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Talillah, Psalms 33 and 1, is singing the scripture to instruct and encourage. Sometimes it's good to take the scriptures, well, not sometimes, it's always good to take the scriptures and make songs, sing the songs. Tefillah, Psalms 39 and 12, it's a prayer that's often sung as an intercession or petition. They would actually sing their petition sometimes. Sometimes we just speak our petition, but they would actually sing their petition. Korah, 2 Samuel 6 and 14, means to dance. David danced before the Most High with all his might, expressing joy and jubilation. Nothing wrong with dancing. Having a good time, the music going dance. Now don't get to twerking, doing all kind of crazy stuff. But dance before the Most High. 10 Psalms 4, 6, 7 notes. Zamar, which is Psalms chapter 4 and 6. And then chapter 7 and 17. It's make music by striking fingers on the strings, parts of the musical instruments when we play instrumentally, facilitate and holy atmosphere. So this is important even to have music while you're praying and glorifying and magnifying the Most High. Does that make sense? We're going to stop right there. Any questions? Or anything anybody want to add or to the lesson overall? We stop right there. Anything anybody want to say? I did it. I'll tell you what. We're going to call some people out. Go ahead, Mark.
When are you going to finish the part on prayer?
I finished that. I try to get to it tomorrow and do it tomorrow, and then it'll be uploaded. I'll upload it to the reverse. And we'll do that.
Is it prayer?
Prayer.
Okay.
Yeah, because the whole teaching was supposed to be worship, praise, and prayer. Hebraically, but we didn't get to it. Anybody else? Let's say what they got out of the lesson today.
That experience is powerful for me.
Okay.
And
Awesome. Those are things you want to begin to ask the Most High to equip you with and develop. That's fruits of letting you know that you have the Spirit inside of you. As you begin to develop and grow those things and those things enhance. You have the fruit of the Spirit and you have gifts of the Spirit. That's another thing that you should be praying for to manifest through you also too, as you learn your gifts.
And I would say that when it comes to praise and singing and stuff, that's why I asked you that one time if you could, for those of us that weren't raised in church and don't know the words to some of these songs,
Yes, sir.
if you could give us some of them, because I love to sing.
You do, man.
I love to praise, but I don't know the words, so.
We'll do that. We'll do that. Because some of the words we used to sing, we got to change the actual name and stuff when we go to it, but we'll get into it. Just a switch with the same person. Go ahead, sister.
So what I really got out of this is that, like I said, getting comfortable with the background of the praising and singing and all that stuff is kind of different. And so what I got out of it is to really look at the scripture and see where that comes from.
Exactly.
And you sit back and you're like, you know, and it's not just coming from the gospel of the religious churches and stuff, so it's giving me a little bit more appreciation because I kind of don't, I'm not into musical inclined to get appreciated as much.
Exactly.
So now to be able to appreciate it more that this is what the Most High,
Exactly.
angels and everybody are doing.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Most High, he deserved that type of praise and that type of exuberance to let you know we are a musical people. You can't help but have us move. That's how we do. We can't sit still. You drop a beat, we move.
And, I have a couple of those things in my mind on what you said, and now this is what you said. What I'm going to do is revisit the scripture and song for intercession and see what's there. You know how they prayed for and to intercede and some. So I'm going to revisit that. But to the point you said about us being musical people, when we're talking about in the heavens and how all the spirits are just worshiping the Most High. I'm thinking, I was watching something, a sister was doing like a tourist day in Kenya. And they went to the ancestral dance, the traditional dances. And you see the vibration, or the move. That's what I was thinking when I was watching. I said, the reason we move and dance like that is something's happening, there's a vibration that's being released. And we're ignorant of it today, but there's something about movement, and when you think about what's happening, like the sounds and things, and so we talk about what's happening in heaven, when you see all these different things, what it produces is something that's probably like spontaneous, and you can't contain it. Like the Most High said, if you don't praise me, then the rocks will cry out. Because it's something happening that we can't see, but it moves.
Exactly. Exactly, it does. Because when the Most High hits your body, man, your body know how to react. Now I'm gonna say this: you ain't out of control now. Some people, they just get out of control and they be, whoa, that ain't the Most High. Because the Most High you get an opportunity to control your spirit still. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have outbursts of shouts and outbursts of tears and to yell because our ancestors did. So there's nothing wrong with that. The only time something becomes wrong with that when you're doing that for attention. Like you said, we praise and we worship, and you did it the first day, the first weekend. Like, okay, that's good. Glad we did it again. Then every time we come together, you hollering out loud, now you're trying to draw attention. That ain't spontaneous.
And it's not producing nothing. There's a power, there's something happening in the spirit.
Exactly.
Think of the Most High and the connection of people. That's why I think one of the things that we're going to be in such awe about when we encounter Him is that He gives us understanding of what's happened and what's been transpiring. We're going to be like, oh, we had no idea.
We ain't got no idea. And when you look at it, if you really look and read about the 12 tribes, about the power they possess, and read some of the other books about what Judah did when he would shout out and how he would shed doggone, it would be a burst of a wave that would hit his enemies, all by his shout and by his praise. And then you look at it on a low level now. You look at it back in, even in Africa, when some of the time, when some of the European, also in Haiti, how some of the time them people, they would be doing them dances and doing stuff, and you ain't know what was going on. But after a while, they'd be running up out of there because they would feel a presence, because they would evoke something. So think about that on the low level, but think about the Most High. Think about when they walked around the walls of Jericho. They weren't just walking like this. They was praising, they was shouting, they were doing all type of thing, and what happened? The walls came down. So I believe when we do it with the understanding of who we are, and then we enter into that realm, there's going to be some stuff that we understand, that we know we're going to be doing, that's going to shut some stuff down. I believe it. I believe it. Anybody else? Go ahead, sis. There you go. There you go. Because remember, before we got out of here, it was a showdown. It was a showdown. The Most High ain't going to get us out of here before he let America know, or the nations know, not just America. The nations know who we are and vindicate it in us. That's how he sent Moses with a staff so he can work through Moses. So it's going to be manifestations that's going to happen through all of us to vindicate who we are before this earth, for this earth to realize that. Anybody else?
What did you mean when you said, how do we get in that place where, say, like he lost a child, where Job was blessing him and praising him because he had a revelation and knew he was working something the whole time?
Well, stuff like that, I'm going to say this. Can somebody please go in there and refrigerator and get more water, please? It should be in the freezer. Things like that, I'm going to tell you now. Some stuff you ain't going to know you have until the moment. Some stuff you ain't going to be able to prep and say, yeah, I got it, I'm ready. But when you're in the moment, you realize, man, I got more strength than I thought I had. I'm able to take this, I'm able to bear this. You're going to be crying, you're going to be hurting, but your spirit going to sustain you. But you can't say, I'm ready for this now. All you can do now is be, like you're saying, understand the worship, understand praying, fasting, because those type of things prepare you. That's one thing my father taught me, that every time you go before the presence of the Most High, he deposits something in you. You might can't feel it, it's all a faith thing. The way that I get what he wants from heaven is through my faith. This is why sometimes when I'm in prayer, I go before him, and I done did my song, I done did my worshiping, I did all that. Then I just open up my hands and say, Father, I receive from you. And I open up my hands to receive and believe I am receiving it. And then sometimes Abba will give you a vindication. You will feel something that you are receiving from him. Even if you don't feel nothing, he's still depositing something because you took that time. So you put more and more of his essence in you. So when you get into something, now that's why stuff that used to break you down before, it don't break you down no more. Because why? You realize you're growing. You realize you're developing. You ain't standing in the same spot. You becoming stronger. The same stuff breaking you down for the past 3 years, something you need to change. Yep. Something ain't right. Because you ought to be in the Most High. This is why the Most High trusted his people with trouble. He sent Joseph through all kind of trouble. That's what he wanted to vindicate himself through this. So some trials are set up for you because you can handle it. And the Most High say, I want you to handle this because I want to show everybody that got their eyes on you how I can strengthen somebody. You can't be weak-minded with the Most High. And you can't think everything going to be beautiful because some things he take you through. So what? You can be a testimony to that sister over there. He'll have you go through something about somebody you're going to meet 10 years from now. And then you be like, man, that's why I went through that.
You can't be a muscle without resistance.
Say it again.
Can't be a muscle without resistance.
You can't build muscle without resistance. Anytime you want to grow, you're going to have to put some more weight on that bar. Because after a while, you lifting 45 pounds like it ain't nothing. You got to put another 45 on there so you can get some resistance. Why? So you can grow. That makes sense.
The gold has to be refined through the fire.
There you go. There you go, Elder. Gold, the only way that it can be refined is through fire. The only way you can look like him. Anybody else? Before we close out. Want to comment, say anything? But we want to thank you, Mother. You can give us your name of who invited you, and you can let us know what you got out of the meeting today. You, Brother Twan, Mama?
Yes.
Okay, this ain't the first time we've seen you. But you can still do that because we got some newer people that hadn't seen you before in the past.
Well, I'm Serena, and I just want to thank y'all for having me. I'm their son's mother, and like the message that I got out was, there's so many different messages. Like I understand that regardless of what I go through, as long as I keep my eye and my heart and my mind on the Most High, that he has me.
That's right.
So, I mean, and I really want to thank you for having me, and I will be back.
Also, we appreciate your time. Appreciate you doing that. I always want to give a shout out to my sister Ayana, for coming and gracing us. She got some new songs out there. Off the chain. I'm telling you, she got three new songs gonna be powerful. You want to say anything?
No.
Okay, we got our sister that came from Atlanta, Sister Mariah, and her husband. Y'all want to say anything? My man. Shalom, shalom. Where your husband at? Oh, he with the baby? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so you can go and cut that off. So we're going to get ready to close out. We're going to have Elder